Is National Fentanyl Prevention and Awareness Day, and we know that drugs have made a significant impact on Ohio and Northeast Ohio communities. Senior health correspondent Monica Robbins joins us now in studio with guests in Studio B to discuss the efforts to educate and prevent more tragedies families might face. Hi, Monica.
Thanks, Dave. Yeah, joining me here is Brian McNeil of the Drug Enforcement Agency's Detroit Division Office and Melinda Gamez of Lakewood, an amazing mother who turned tragedy into a mission to prevent others from going through similar pain. Thank you both so much for joining us here. So, Brian, I want to start with you because we know what a crazy impact that these drugs have had on our region. But how big is the problem right now?
So although we're seeing a decrease in overdose deaths, we're still seeing more than 100,000 people around the country dying a year. That's like a plane crash a day. This year, the Cleveland office has seized 2 kilograms of fentanyl, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you break it down, that's 2 million deadly doses of fentanyl.
Wow, so it's not going away by any means. And I've seen that 99% of our street drugs are impacted by fentanyl. Is that right? We're
finding it in everything, whether it's methamphetamine, cocaine, being pressed into pills, which is really concerning. We've seized about 35,000 fentanyl pills, and 50% of those are deadly. That's, 18,000 deadly fentanyl pills that we've seized from the street.
So, and it's deadly no matter how you look at it. And Melinda, you experienced this firsthand with your son, Miles. But with Miles's death, you created the Miles Group and it became a mission. Can you talk about that?
Yes, Monica. I did because I am a high school teacher and our son was only 19 when this tragedy happened to us, to our family. And working with teenagers, I know what Miles didn't know, what we didn't know, and I thought I can't just kind of sit by and continue working with them and not sharing everything that I learned in the hardest way possible, but that in some way to try to prevent this from happening to other families in our community.
So what does the Miles Group do?
So the Miles Group uses at its core an evidence-based curriculum called Safety First that basically teaches prevention strategies and education without any kind of judgment, and also works to dispel stigma, because stigma is a huge problem when it comes to any kind of substance use and mental health issues that are so prevalent today for any young person from any background. So.
What advice do you find yourself giving now more than ever before? What are you sharing with other parents?
To really pay attention to your child's mental health and the mental health of your whole family, because really using any kind of substance is just a way for young people or anybody to try to feel better or change things. But with substances like fentanyl and the prevalence of fentanyl, especially in our community, there's no room for using something like that that's so deadly and so highly addictive.
This has to be an incredibly difficult week for you because obviously Saturday is National Fentanyl Awareness Day, but this day means even more to you. Can you tell us why?
Yes, today is actually Miles' birthday. He would be turning 23. He should be here with us. He is forever 19, and that just seems so unfair for someone with so much to give, so much life and talent, and he is so missed by so many people. So.
August 30th, you're doing something else too. Can you tell us what that is?
I am. The Miles Group organization and a lot of friends and people in the community, we're hosting the International Overdose Awareness Day event, and it will be at Cleveland's Public Square from 12 to 3. I know there's a lot going on in Cleveland that weekend, the air show, baseball games, things like that. So if people are out and about, they should definitely stop by because unfortunately, everybody knows somebody that's been impacted.
What are you looking for that event, though, if people are impacted by it?
Well, I am looking for, of course, attendance, and I'm also looking for people to submit photos of their loved ones, because we will be making individual yard signs with their loved one's photo. They can take if they're in attendance. If they're not in attendance, I will find a way to get them to them, and we will have banners. We'll have a lot of different mental health agencies, other resources there, different activities from yoga and mindfulness to journaling.
And where do they send these pictures?
They should send the pictures to our website or our email, which is, they can send it to help@themilesgroupneo.org.
The Miles Group, NEO.org.
Yes. Correct.
Send the picture if you want your picture as part of this event.
Yes.
On August 30th at Cleveland Public Square.
From noon to 3.
All right, both of you, thank you for so much for your work.
Thank you for having us.
Dave, back to you.